What's happening, ghoulies? Welcome back to the Voina experience. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and following us as we continue our search into the past Spirit Halloween in-store displays and themes from the past decades. We started in 2006 when they began doing themes, and the last video, I believe, we ended at 2017?
Yes.
2017. So today we are going to start with 2018 and get through till 2020. Exploring the themes and showing some animatronics from the themes and watching the videos and just giving some reviews and feedbacks and having some fun. So let's head over to the Spirit Halloween Wikia page right now and get started. Alright, ghoulies, here we are back at the Spirit Halloween Wikia page, and we are going to scroll down to themes, explore, and as I said last time, we left off with the 2017 Area 31, and today we're going to start with 2018 and get through to 2020. Got my animatronic expert here and my backup team on standby to help answer questions as they arise. And I've got my Friday the 13th official Roy the Movie coffee mug that I got for Father's Day. Roy. For those of you who may be unfamiliar, Roy was the killer in Friday the 13th Part 5. It was not Jason, it was a paramedic named Roy. Anyway, we're getting off topic. So, let's go down here to the 2018 theme, and first one starting off is Spirit Acre Farms. And ghoulies, if you remember, I remember Spirit Acre Farms, and I believe that this is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is one of the most popular themes that Spirit Halloween created in the past. It's certainly one of the ones that I feel stands out the most, at least in my opinion, because I think it's just a really cool theme. I remember this one a lot. It says here that Spirit Acre Farms, related to the Dead Harvest Farm House, was one of the two themes created by Spirit Halloween for the 2018 season. It featured two large posts that acted as the entrance and had a sign chained to it reading Spirit Acre Farms. A windmill was set up on two platforms that were placed nearby the entrance, along with more being placed around a wooden water tower in the back. Corn stalks, pumpkins, hay bales, and barrels were scattered across the theme in order to give it a more farm-like atmosphere. Guys, this is really cool. Let's take a look at the picture here. You can see you've got this awesome archway here with the Spirit Acre Farm sign. You got a couple animatronics on either side, lots of corn stalks, and this buzzard up there at the top. This is a really cool display, you guys. I really love it. You can see back here the windmill sort of in the background. This is awesome. It has an excellent combination of like Halloween and fall like blended together. Let's take a look at the animatronic list real quick here. We have the 72-inch animated scarecrow. We have the brown jumping spider, cocooned corpse, creepy towering clown, yes, dropping, dangling spider, that's terrifying. The flying vulture, I guess I said buzzard, but it's a vulture. Forgotten farmer, the H2O Michael Myers. I love H2O, and that was a really cool Michael Myers. I remember it, so I'm all for that animatronic. Hanging shaking spider. We have Hugs the clown back again. Looming straw man, nightmare harvester, pumpkin man, if was released. Pumpkin patch prowler, roaming spider, sitting scarecrow, and the sitting scare clown. Ghoulies, that is a huge list of animatronics. Let's take a look at this pumpkin man, because it says if it was released. And guys, I'm getting kind of interested in these if it was released or prototypes that were never seen from Spirit Halloween. Keep in touch. There may be a video series coming up about this, so stay tuned. But let's take a look at this pumpkin man real quick. It says here the Pumpkin Man was an animatronic that was supposedly going to be sold by Spirit Halloween in the 2018 season. However, it was turned down for an unknown reason. It resembled a pumpkin-headed creature with vine hands, wearing a black, green, and orange robes. And when activated, its arms and head moved back and forth as the face lit up while a phrase could be heard. This is weird. It says if it were to be sold in stores, it most likely would have been set up in the Spirit Acre Farms theme. Okay, so it did have somewhat of a release, according to this. There's some photos. Let's just jump down and see the video real quick, and then we'll head back over to the theme. Okay. I don't... Okay. Well, there you have it, Ghoulies. That was the Pumpkin Man animatronic, and I think we can maybe understand why it might not have been released. It didn't seem like there was much put into it. It just kind of moved its head back and forth and said, "Come closer." And right here it does say, while a phrase could be heard, so it does just have one singular phrase. All right, let's head back to Spirit Acre Farm and take a look at some more about this. Here it says that the Dead Harvest farmhouse can be seen in the background of the website picture for the theme. Depending on city regulations, store weren't able to use the corn stalks for fire hazards. And let's see, the animatronic Bag of Bones features a reference to the theme on the front of the bag. Yeah, we knew that, Ghoulies. So yeah, like when you see Bag of Bones, it does say Spirit Acre Farms on there, so there's little kind of references to it. Let's take a look at some of the photos. Okay, here's a cool one that's all lit up. We can see it a little bit better. There's the front shot of the display. You can see H2O Myers here. Cornstalk or scarecrow looking guy there. The flying vultures right there in the front. There's the sign. And you see some cool pumpkins. And yeah, this has a really cool, creepy farm, yet also like a harvest fall type decor. It's like the best of both worlds, Ghoulies, which I think is why it was such a successful theme. It kind of gives everybody a little bit of a, here's the entrance sign. It gives everybody kind of what they like, because some people like just the fall decor. They don't like scary stuff, and some people like scary stuff. And this is like a really cool blend of both styles. Here you can see this pumpkin guy back here. He's cool. What is this devil guy doing here? Sometimes, Ghoulies, I don't understand the placement of these animatronics. Okay, here's a small display. This one's an empty small display. You can see this giant spider. Oh my gosh.
It's the roaming spider.
That's the roaming spider?
It can be controlled by remote.
It can be controlled by a remote.
You have to hold down the remote and then it activates it.
That's cool. Here we got Jack the Reaper sticking his head out of the water tower there. That's really cool. Even this one as a small display, Ghoulies, it still gives the effect of the farmhouse or the farm theme. Because sometimes when they give you the smaller displays, they lose a little bit of the, like the clock tower, for example, was one of that. Here's a good shot of the clowns. And I'll be honest, like, even though, I mean, they technically do kind of fit the theme a little bit, I feel like these might be the only two animatronics that seem a little out of place on a farmhouse setting. I love the scarecrows, obviously, and Nightmare Harvester, and anything pumpkin is kind of cool. Zombies even would be fine. I just kind of feel like the clowns are a little out of place, although Towering Clown's more monstrous, so he's always creepy. Here's a shot of Nightmare Harvester. And Ghoulies, if you saw our video with the bag clips, the figure bag clips, I kind of completely forgot about Nightmare Harvester until those bag clips came out, but he is a very cool animatronic. Holding this giant pumpkin. He had a very, very large, luminous presence to him, and fits very well in this theme. Faux show. Here's a close-up of this water tower shot with Jack the Reaper and Spirit Acre Farms on it. That's pretty cool. What else? What else we got? We have this burlap horror prop guy. I think he looks really cool.
It's a light and sound prop.
It's a light and sound prop. So, but no animatronic motion?
I thought it was an animatronic, but it turns out it's just a light and sound prop.
There you go. Just a light and sound prop, according, but it is $150, so that's a pretty expensive light and sound prop. Or was, I guess I should say. Here is a setup in the store, kind of like an overall, like, wide shot of everything. You can kind of see how it kind of spread throughout there. Myers and the Vulture, and there's Nightmare Harvester. We got pumpkins, hay bales, and windmills, and it looks very creepy, guys. I really like this theme a lot. What else? Here's a picture of the step pad. That's really cool, guys. It's like a smashed pumpkin, and it says step here. That's some creative. See, this is what I'm talking about. Creative. Everything just sort of goes together, and this is really awesome. Like I can't get enough of this theme, guys. Here's some prototype shots or pre-production pictures, I guess you can say. And I don't really know. Are these like? Can someone tell me like? Are these like drawn on computers or something? Because they look a little cartoonish. And I know I've said that before, but I just can't figure out like what these are. Are they like drawings or something? I don't know. Still cool to look at. Like, here's a cool shot of the concept of it. That water tower up there is really cool. Or, yeah, is that a water tower? I don't know. Whatever. The weather vanes over here. Very cool. All right, let's take a look at the Spirit Acre Farms video to see a cool, demonstration of that whole theme. That's cool.
Things are getting dead quiet around here. That's always the time when something jumps out at you.
Okay. Hey, well, at least it plays the right music. You know, did you guys see that one from last season?
Here for good. Scream if you must, but you'll never be going home.
Nightmare Harvester is cool.
I love him.
Go ahead.
You know,
take
we
a
should
good
find him
one.
somewhere.
I'm not going
Yeah, I
anywhere.
want him so bad.
Yeah, Cocoon Corpse is cool. I like that pumpkin-headed animatronic there. I'm not sure. Which one is it? Pumpkin Patch Prowler? Yeah, he's cool. Jumping Spider. And yeah, and see, there's the clowns. It's kind of like,
Come a little closer.
cool, I like clowns.
Fun and
But,
games.
you know, like, which of these things is not like the other? Very cool. All right, Ghoulies, so you see the video there of Spirit Acre Farms. What an excellent display. Really cool way to show off the animatronics. I really liked Cocoon Corpse as well, and I know a lot of people criticize it for maybe moving too slow, but I kind of feel like that's how you would move. If you were like, you know, entwined in some tight spider web, you're not going to be able to move very fast. So I kind of feel like that's a cool animatronic, and it served the theme well. Yeah, so there you have it, Ghoulies. Spirit Acre Farms, first theme that we're looking at for 2018. I really love it a lot, and I think it was probably one of the best themes they've ever had. In conjunction, then, with the Dead Harvest Farmhouse. Now, we're going to skip over this Nightmare Before Christmas display, because in the previous video in 2017, as you can see, we did take a look at it real quick. It's just a backdrop of Jack and Sally, and to display those animatronics. So we're going to go right now, then, to the Dead Harvest Farmhouse, which was sort of in cahoots with the Spirit Acre Farms. As it says here, the Dead Harvest Farmhouse, related to Spirit Acre Farms, was one of the two themes created by Spirit Halloween for the 2018 Halloween season. It appeared as a two-story, one-story in smaller stores, farmhouse in the Dutch Revival style, with faded white wood siding. It had a large porch in the front displaying animatronics, and there was a large gambrel roof featuring a semicircle window. The roof shingles were red, and the porch roof resembled rusty metal. And Ghoulies, this is a really awesome display, in conjunction with the Spirit Acres Farm theme. I mean, it's perfect. Look at this. It's a really old, rickety-looking house. This creepy window up here with Jack the Reaper peering his head out. You've got these three windows here with what looks like little things like ghosts or hands or something in there. And then the front porch looks awesome, which is where all of the animatronics are then displayed. And it even features an enter here, which I believe might be one of the first times we're seeing the in-store walkthroughs. Let's take a look. So let's see what kind of animatronics they had featured. At the farmhouse, we had Crawling Dead, Double Trouble, which is one of our favorite animatronics, Ghostly Tricycle, which I liked, Jumping Spider, Lost Her Way, Man's Possessed Friend, Menacing Molly, Rocking Horse Dolly, and the Sitting Scare Witch. Ghoulies, I like all these animatronics, and I don't think any one of them was particularly rare. So I think just for the sake of likes, we're gonna take a look at Rocking Horse Dolly because she's extraordinarily creepy. Says here, Rocking Horse Dolly is an animatronic sold by Spirit for the 2018 Halloween season. It resembles a female doll with blonde hair sitting on a rocking horse, and when activated, the doll began to rock as the eyes lit up and nursery rhymes can be heard. And she's very creepy. So let's take a look at Rocking Horse Dolly's video just real quick because she's super creepy and I want to see it. So creepy and weird.
I like it because I love the year 2018 because that's the only, well, it's the year I only remember going in the past.
All right, so that was Rocking Horse Dolly from the 2018 Spirit Halloween display of the Dead Harvest Farmhouse. Let's take a look at some more information here. It says this was the first theme to feature a fully enclosed walk-through haunt. So there you go. Patrons could enter through the front door where they would be greeted by Lost Her Way in some locations, be guided to their right, and exit through the right side of the house. Laser lights and fog were plentiful inside, and a motion-activated speaker that triggered an extremely loud scream added to the atmosphere. That's cool. All right, so let's take a look at some more of the pictures here. You can see the large display, and oh my gosh, this is so cool. You can see Jack the Reaper looking out the windows there, some ghosts and things peering out of these windows here. The front porch with all the animatronics on there. We've got Rocking Horse Dolly, Menacing Molly. we're starting off with the jumping spider.
Daddy said we have to play outside. He doesn't want any more blood on the floor.
It's so weird.
I like being alone. I don't need friends.
Until I need to feed again.
Okay, there's the wagon wheel. Sorry, I'm obsessed with the wagon wheel.
Why?
What a baby attached to the wall. Children left unattended will be sold to the circus. Okay, here we're going inside now.
It looks like water,
I am surrounded
but
by
it's
death,
actually fog.
pain,
Look at that.
That's weird.
That is so much
Wherever
fog.
I go is the wrong direction. Am I never to be whole again? Is anyone there?
That's cool. Yep. So yeah, Ghoulies, that is super creepy, super awesome, and I super love it. Especially when they go inside and they had the right here, yeah, the what's her name again?
Lost her way. She roams around.
When they go in and see Lost Her Way inside with the laser lights and the fog, that really sets the mood, guys. That was very well done. This might be one of my favorite themes from Spirit Halloween. Dead Harvest Farmhouse is so cool. Again, these two themes, the Spirit Acre Farms and the Dead Harvest Farmhouse, they go together, so I really can't say that one was better than the other because they're part of the same sort of theme. But I will say that 2018 so far is definitely holding the gold medal because that is just a great setup. It really sells me on the Halloween look, scary, and also like fall and harvest with pumpkins and hay. Hats off, Spirit. All right, guys, we're moving on now to 2019. We've just got the two themes here, and again, this is sort of a similar situation where the two separate themes kind of go together. We're going to start with the SS Riptide. It says here, the SS Riptide related to the Reaper's Wharf was one of two themes created by Spirit Halloween for the 2019 season. It resembled two docks holding up a... Two docks dock. I don't understand. What? It resembled two docks dock holding up a sign.
What?
What?
Doc's dog?
It resembled two docks dock holding... I don't know. That's what it says. Holding up a sign reading...
I think maybe they must have mistyped it because I think it resembles two docks, I think.
That might be. I think it resembled two docks holding up a sign reading Reaper's Wharf, Live Bait, Fishing Quarters, Seawater Inn. Behind the docks was an aged freight barge housing a variety of creatures throughout, and there were numerous gaping holes. So, Ghoulies, this is kind of even more so than the 2018 setup. These themes, the Riptide and Reaper's Wharf, were basically one theme combined. So I think how we're going to look at this is that's just kind of how we're going to look at it. We're going to look at it like some pictures of each separate thing, then we'll just watch one video of everything to kind of save some time, because they really did go hand in hand. Here's a list of the animatronics. We've got Arctic Dragon, Cerberus, Cocooned Corpse, Crouchy, Hugs the Clown. We have Jack Straw, Jumping Spider, Life-Size Freddy Krueger, if he was released, Man's Possessed Friend, Pennywise, Rising Pumpkin Creature, if released, Rusty, Sam, Sitting Scarecrow, The Collector, that's a cool one, Tortured Torso, Toothy the Clown, if released, and Zombie Crawler. Interesting, Toothy the Clown, isn't he one that came out at the beginning of this particular season?
And you know what? He's in stock right now.
He is in stock.
He's still in stock.
He's a swinging prop, so I'm not a huge fan. But what I'd like to look at is this Rising Pumpkin Creature, because that was one that was if released, and that doesn't look like a pumpkin at all. But let's read about it.
Wait.
That's what it says.
His head kind of looks like a pumpkin, like a rotten pumpkin.
Oh, maybe a little, yeah. Let's see what it says. It says, Rising Pumpkin Creature, unofficial name, was an animatronic that was going to be sold by Spirit Halloween for the 2019 season, and it resembled but was canceled for unknown reasons. Resembled green creature with a pumpkin-shaped head and rows of sharp teeth emerging from a rusty manhole. That's weird. When activated, the creature rose up and its head turned as the eyes lit up to eerie audio. It was probably canceled because it didn't make any sense. Why would a pumpkin creature be coming out of a sewer manhole? Is there a video? It says prototype showcase. Let me see if I can find something here on it, Gooey's. Let me see. Because this video is 9 minutes long. I don't think we're going to watch the whole 9 minutes. Let's see if we can find a demo of this dude. Okay, yeah, he's got him here. Let's see if we can find a demo. Doesn't look like we're going to get a demo. Is there a demo? No. No demo. Okay. Well, all right. So we don't get a demo of him, but let's take a quick look at like his picture because, okay, yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, Tunes. Like his head does kind of look like a rotted pumpkin a little bit. But if they've got him coming out of a manhole, I would almost assume this is some sort of like a sewer alien or sewer monster of some sort because it also kind of looks like a big piece of poop. I kind of feel like they've canceled that one just because it's very confusing.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go back to look at the theme a little bit. Some true story here. Okay, the SS Riptide was originally criticized for having what seemed like random assortment of animatronics that didn't seem to fit an aquatic theme. According to Mike Kroll, the senior manager of visual merchandise and designer of the theme, there is a story that brings light to this somewhat random assortment of animatronics. The ship piloted by Captain Jack, better known as Jack the Reaper, the mascot of Spirit Halloween, after many years of traveling and scaring, he has taken up boating with an old crashed ship and is picking up creatures and characters that he finds and is bringing them along to spook anyone they can. So I guess what they're saying is that the reason why the animatronics are so random is because Jack the Reaper is sailing the seas and collecting monsters to scare people with. Cool, that's fine, creative, and it works for me. So some trivia here. It says the helm of the ship was captained by Jack the Reaper, who you can see steering the ship. And it says Creepy Towering Clown was usually used as placeholder for Pennywise. All right, and some locations featured leftovers of Sitting Scare Witch for the Sitting Scarecrow. So let's take a look at some shots of the Riptide. Here it is. That's actually really cool, guys. I mean, it looks like a ship. I mean, I get what people are saying. It's kind of like, why would there be all these random animatronics that don't have an aquatic look? But, Ghoulies, keep in mind, it is a ship. And how many times do ships all look like sailors? I mean, you have cruise ships, and there's all kinds of different assortment of people on them. So it's no doubt that this is just a random, like the Spirit Halloween Noah's Ark of monsters. It's just sailing the seas and collecting random creatures, and when it lands, look out. You see Jack the Reaper up here. He's at the helm, steering the ship. You've got all this creepy looking netting and like seaweed and all kinds of stuff here. And I think it looks cool, especially with the collector and even Crouchy up there. That's really cool. Here's a back diagonal shot of it. We can see some of the Arctic dragon there. And some more like, fish nets and fish attached to them. That's really cool. There's the SS Riptide sign. It's right over here. I'll move that cursor so you can see it. That is really awesome. I don't know, guys. I think it's pretty cool. Let's see what other kind of shots of it we got. Here's the left side view. We can really see Crouchy there with Cerberus. And Cerberus has got a dead fish in his mouth. And there's the back head of Hugs. All these cool little spirit boxes all over the place. Here's a right side view, and you can kind of see Sam kind of giving Hugs the stare down. Although this is a really small picture, so let's see if we can find a better picture to look at. Not too many better photos. Here's a shot of Captain Jack. Because Captain Jack will get you by tonight. Alright, if you guys, I'm singing, I shouldn't be singing. That's Billy Joel, by the way, Captain Jack. Great song. Oh my gosh, they should have that as Jack's theme. Anyway. Here is a fishing crane. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Because there's like dead fish bones in them.
Dead fish in the bag. Swim down. Swim down. Nemo. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I'm quoting movies. I watch too many movies. All right, here's another shot of that fishing crane. That's really cool. And look at this little skeleton guy manning the crane. I love that. That's really cool. Here's the information on the SS Riptide in terms of how much it cost to put the whole thing together. Looks like the most expensive pieces were the ship deck and the door entrance, coming at $100 each. But everything else, like, it doesn't seem like it would be too terribly expensive to create the entire setup for your display. At least a lot less expensive than that hotel, which I think was somewhere in the thousands, to completely assemble. All right, let's take a quick look at some of the pre-production photos, these cartoon pictures that I see. That's actually a really cool photo. The cocoon corpse is really awesome. Right there, you see Captain Jack up there. This doesn't actually look like one of the cartoon photos. This actually looks like an empty display in the store. So, oh, look at this anchor. That's cool. I didn't notice that before.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, here. What's this? This is okay. Yeah, there's like a.
That looks kind of cool.
That was definitely a pre-production phase there. That doesn't look so much like a ship though. I don't know. All right, let's take a look at the video of the SS Riptide. There's Pennywise.
Once I take your soul, the body will die. I collect this now, unneeded flesh.
The collector's really cool. Always a jumping spider. Those ones would sometimes get caught in that little boat hole, though, if they weren't placed right.
But it is kind of clever. For the movie. Tortured torsos, awesome. It's
Yeah.
better than the 2007 version.
The Arctic Dragon's like the only one that I really don't care for too much. I'd almost think it'd be cooler to have DeCavanar in there instead.
But why would a vampire be on a ship?
Well, because Dracula sailed from Transylvania to England on the Demeter. So it would kind of fit to have a vampire theme.
Okay.
That was creepy. Alright, Ghoulies, so that was a little demonstration of the SS Riptide from Spirit Halloween's 2019 season. I think it's really cool. Again, it did mention how people were sort of like... I mean, I understand that the random animatronic placement is kind of weird, but when you think about it in terms of just, Jack the Reaper out there just sailing the seas, collecting his monsters, it really is kind of cool. All right, so let's then take a look at the second half of this theme, which is Reaper's Wharf. Reaper's Wharf was related to SS Riptide for 2019. It contained two sections: the Spirit Aquarium, we love the Spirit Aquarium, and the dock shops, which were storefronts. And I thought it was very well done, very creepy. I love how it really looks like a dock. And you have these little shops here, and you've got these animatronics that are in front of the stores, especially Waving Wally. Waving Wally might be the only clown animatronic that actually, I think, kind of fits where it's at. Because for some reason, I just think he looked really well. It's true he should be in more of an old-fashioned circus setting, but just him standing on the docks, waving at you, is really unsettling. But I've always found him to be a creepy thing. Alright, so let's see what kind of things we got going on here with this. We've got Abandoned Annie, Bloodthirsty Betty, Annie and Betty. And what about Betty Sharp? There's too many Bettys. Alright, so we got Abandoned Annie, Bloodthirsty Betty, Demonic Dahlia, Double Trouble, Experimental Eddie, Graveyard Ghoulie, just Google. Graveyard Ghoulie. That's what we're going to call him. We're going to call him Graveyard Ghoulie. Headless Help, which was a funny animatronic, and Waving Wally. Love Waving Wally. None of these were really rare or out of date. We're pretty familiar with all these, and I'm sure we'll see them all demonstrated in the demo video of the theme itself. So instead of picking one to sort of focus on, I will just give a little mention to Waving Wally, because I think he's one of the creepiest animatronics they've ever made.
But you do like Wacky Mole, too.
I do like Wacky Mole, but I think Waving Wally is just a very creepy animatronic. But we'll save all this for the video, because I want to check out Spirit Aquarium, you guys. The Spirit Aquarium was a walkthrough style haunted house similar to the 2018 Dead Harvest Farmhouse. The interior included multiple screens, each displaying videos of sharks, fish, and more ocean creatures. Below the screens was informational labels about different species of ocean dwellers. When the motion sensor inside was triggered, the shark attack screen played. Shark theme music played when entered as well. So, you know, guys, if you guys remember the Spirit Aquarium, it was really cool. You walked inside, they had all those screen animations of fish. I think there was like some piranhas attacking a swimmer, and then the big white shark comes out at the end. Yeah, right here it says animations on the screens included giant octopus tentacles popping into view and banging against the glass. An unfortunate scuba diver was devoured by a school of piranhas, and the skeletal corpse remains sinking to the bottom of the ocean. The puffer fish being frightened by a barracuda. We had the anglerfish. We had and then finally the great white shark. And then we have the dock shops, which were really cool because the dock shops were comprised of multiple different storefronts, such as Spirit Boat Repair, the Saltwater Inn, Live Bait Clownfish Tackle, and the Fishing Quarters. A few of the shops featured flickering bulbs. Ropes were surrounded the boat repair along with the lighthouse laying on the roof. Barrels and crates were also scattered along the area. And this actually, apparently, it says references to past years. And right here, this one's kind of interesting. In the bottom of the right corner of the boat repair shop is a printed crate from Spirit Acre Farms. Interesting. Some of the stores did not have the display. However, some animatronics used in the themes were instead placed in the SS Riptide. All right. What else we got here for trivia? When one of the aquarium scenes was out of order, some stores plastered an exhibit closed sign over the broken screen. That's kind of cool. A little creative way to make it not as disappointing to not see the animation. Okay, so here is some shots of the storefronts. You can see them all. Here's the boat repair. Here's the fishing quarters, the Saltwater Inn, and the clown bait and tackle, or whatever it was called. You've got all these animatronics here in front. Experimental Eddie, Demonic Dahlia. You have Double Trouble. And this is the Headless Help and the ever-popular Waving Wally. I really like it. You can see the broken lighthouse up here. I mean, it's simple yet really effective, guys. And I think the detail with the ropes here really give it a cool storefront look to it. And the animatronic placement was really awesome, I think. Here's another side view, a little bit darker, you get a little wider, you can see everything a little bit clearer. You see these barrels and stuff around here. Really cool. Here is the entrance to the Spirit Aquarium. So yeah, you'd go right in through these curtains, experience all the mess, and then come out on the other side to continue shopping. And then it looks like the storefronts were just right in front of it. So that's also a pretty cool look. And then you have this like shark mouth entranceway, Jack the Reaper.
It's like you get eaten by the shark. It's like.
So funny. Here's a cool shot of a lower shot. We get this skeleton guy sitting out here. That's a really cool shot. That's either probably the entrance or the exit. I don't know. One or the other. Let's see here. Here is the hotel section with a reference to the hotel theme. Okay. Yeah. So here you can see the stairs, and there's the hotel, the Haunted Ghost book from the hotel theme. Very cool. Here's a backdrop version, and you guys, you see what I mean? You see how, like, Weaving Wally, even though he is a clown, he just looks like he goes there. I don't know why that is. And the backdrop version, I think, is just as cool. She's doing it. Stupid. Here's a shot of the display with no animatronics, so you can really just kind of see some of the artwork and some of the details that went into creating the backdrop, or the display itself. All these little signs and things, got these bloody handprints and the broken lighthouse, and just very cool, very well detailed. And let's see what else we got. Here's some pictures of the information on each of the fish that are inside the Spirit Aquarium. You have the puffer fish, the octopus, you have the piranha, and then the great white shark. Those were very cool. All right, what else we have here? Here's some pre-production photos. here's what it looks like without all of like the artwork and all the detail on it. This is just the initial skeletal bones of the theme display, and it just goes to show you how much artists are appreciated. All right, let's take a look at the video here. Okay, all right, cool. We've got two videos. We've got one of the display itself, and then we have a video that features the Spirit Aquarium. So we're going to take a look at both of them, Ghoulies.
Graveyard Voina. His head is supposed to go upside down.
Oh, and the lighthouse had a rotating light. That's cool. Oh, waving Wally is so weird.
Headless Help looks so creepy right now.
If you need a
He
job,
doesn't
I'll
look that
introduce
creepy.
you to
Oh.
the boss, but all applicants must be dead.
Wait.
Oh, inside the Spirit Aquarium.
So.
All that creepy moss hanging down. That's cool.
I remember.
Oh! Very cool. All right, and now let's check out the full demo of the actual Spirit Halloween Aquarium and see what this is all about. Oh, I'm so excited to watch this, guys. All right, here we go. Spirit Aquarium. Swim with the fishes. All right, cool. So we'll get a little shot here of Reaper's Wharf without all the special effects. You hear waving Wally? It's so weird. And there is the entrance to the aquarium. And we're going to disappear now, Ghoulies, and we're going to go quiet and let us all experience the Spirit Aquarium. Very cool.
Yeah.
So there you have it, Ghoulies. That was some video of the Reaper's Wharf theme along with the Spirit Halloween Aquarium from 2019. Combined with the SS Riptide. I think overall, very cool. It definitely has a very awesome, creepy vibe to it. Just an overall sort of, monstrous shipping dock with a haunted boat and some haunted shops and a creepy aquarium. I still think that the 2018 Farmhouse and the Spirit Acres Farm was a better theme, but this was certainly scary and creepy, for sure. Mm-hmm. Well, all right, Ghoulies, moving on to the final theme for this particular video, 2020. We're going to go into with Reaper's Island Village. And I believe this goes along with sort of the same thing they've been doing here with where the themes are sort of combined. Yes, says related to the Spirit Island Cave. Spirit Island Village was one of the two themes for the 2020 Halloween season. It resembled an island with multiple shacks and platforms, fronted by a large stone archway containing a burlap banner reading Reaper's Island. Go figure. So here you can see it there. Now this is one that I will say that despite whatever sort of island or mixing of monsters that you want to claim, Crouchy looks a little weird here in this particular theme. I love Crouchy, but I don't know. Butcher looks cool, but I don't know, it's just weird. But I do love that sign is cool, Reaper's Island. I love the little skulls here. It reminds me more of like an old Hammer film castle, like, with the skeletons at the front, or some sort of a Dracula castle. But I mean, I get it. It's just stones and some grass, and some flames shooting out, kind of like a King Kong style of island. Let's see here. What were the animatronics featured? We have black jumping spider, black and red jumping spider, so this must have been when that first showed up.
Yep.
We've got Crouchy, Demonic Dahlia, Dr. Needles, if released. Oh, we're going to look at that one. Fright in the Box, very cool. Jack Straw, Johnny Punk, never cared for Johnny Punk. Miss Mercy, Peekaboo Clown, Pennywise, Punctured Pete. Peekaboo Clown, Pennywise, Punctured Pete. Lots of P's there. Sam, the Butcher, Hauntress, and Uncle Charlie. Ghoulies, let's take a look at Dr. Needles and see what this is all about. Never heard of this guy. Dr. Needles was an animatronic that was going to be sold by Spirit Halloween in the 2020 season. It was considered again for 2021 and even last year, but was turned down each time for an unknown reason. It resembled a bald scientist wearing a white lab coat, goggles, and a mask. The scientist had a black rubber glove with syringe for fingers on his right hand and a saw drill on his left hand. When activated, he turned side to side as the drill spun and the syringes and the drill lit up, while an audio track could be heard. Very interesting. Are there any pictures or videos of this guy? Okay, so here's a picture of him, his concept art. Okay, he looks kind of weird. Is there any video? Okay, yes, there is a video. So let's see if we can find, I know that in the last prototype video we couldn't find a demo. Let's see if there's a demo of Dr. Needles here. Let's kind of scroll through. All right, he's going to set him up, set him up, set him up, set him up, set him up. All right, looks like he has goggles, but then he took them off. Interesting, okay. All right, so there is a demo. Okay, let's try and take a look at the demo here.
Let's go ahead now and start the demo.
I don't understand why I took the goggles off, but that's all right. That voice is weird.
I like it, actually. The
Well,
music's awesome.
The phrases. Hey, Ghoulies, I have some mixed emotions about that. Like, I think it looked cool especially in the dark when it was all lit up, but the voice and the phrases was not hitting for me. Like, it did not sound like it should sound, judging by how how it's designed. And the phrase "I'm so cold and lonely," it didn't make any sense. Like, that guy looks like he should be some sort of like a deranged dentist or something, and you should hear like the drill, and it should be laughing or something. Like, it seemed frightened, and I don't understand that. That might be why it was unreleased. Okay, so let's go back here to the theme. The 2-foot pad activators were placed on top of each other in front of the jumping spider so that both would activate simultaneously, similar to the 2014 jumping spider display in Area 31. All right, so here's some photos of Reaper's Island Village. Okay, you can see the entrance here with You got Crouchy and the Butcher. It looks like Huntress is hiding behind there. You can see the signs, some skulls. I mean, yeah, it's all right. I don't know, maybe a little underwhelming here. I don't know. Let's just see if there's some. Let's take a look at some different photos. Let's get like a side view of it or something.
I never saw this theme.
Never saw it. Okay, here's one of the village. Like, okay, yeah, here. This is where you had like the flames, the fire kind of coming up as you walk through.
That's cool.
You're greeted by Jack the Reaper, in the Spirit Expedition Company. All right. Let's see what else we got. Here's the left side view with we got Sam, Pennywise, Fright in the Box, and Punctured Pete. Okay, I mean, yeah, all right. I mean, it looks cool with the little tiki huts and everything. It looks like an island for sure. I'm just not exactly sure why these particular animatronics are here. I mean, you got Peekaboo Clown and Uncle Charlie. It's like 4 clowns.
4 clowns?
I mean, because then you've also got
5,
it said
actually.
yeah 5 clowns because you got Peekaboo here. Here's a dismantled picture of it. This just the the bare bones.
It's just a lone island just sitting there in the middle of nowhere.
Here's a shot of how much everything cost. It didn't look very expensive. Probably for just a couple hundred you could get it there, maybe even less. I'd buy just the Jack the Reaper for $20. Okay, so not really a whole lot there. I mean, here's was this Green Bay packaging image. That's kind of what the style they were going for here with Johnny Punk there, and you got the flames in the middle, and you kind of walk through it there. Yeah, it's all right. Not my favorite, I don't think, Ghoulies. But let's just, for the sake of argument, take a look at the video and see what the Reaper's Island was all about.
I want Big Crouchy. Small colors. Do not get it.
Some punk.
It's all fun and games till somebody loses their soul.
1, 2, 2.5. Ready or not, here I come!
So I don't know, guys. Like I mean, it's cool, it's creative, but at the same time, I don't really know how much I like this theme. Like, it just kind of seemed a little. I know I use this phrase a lot, but a little underwhelming. It just it was just some flames and some rocks with animatronics on it and tiki huts. It just didn't seem as cool as some of the ones that we've been seeing. You know what I mean? Let's check out Reaper's Island Cave and see if that's any different. It says one of the 2 themes created by Spirit for 2020. It resembled a stone-like structure with many columns, skulls, crates, and a large. I mean, even this paragraph is small and sort of undescriptive. Yeah, it's just a big rock sort of collection of skulls, rocks, and animatronics placed into it. It seems like what they were trying to do is to create a theme where they could put a diverse amount of animatronics that didn't have a specific style, and how could we put these in a display? And they just said, put them in a cave. Because, like, but even so, like, why is she in a cave? I don't know. It's just weird.
Cemetery.
I guess.
Animatronic.
We have Angeline, Harvester of Souls, Miserable Marie, Mommy's Favorite, Nightcrawler, and Sewer Varmint. So these animatronics, I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with them, and I'm sure we'll see them in the display video, so I'm not really going to pick one out to center on because they're all very cool. It says here in some trivia, this theme was originally thought to be called Jack's Cave, named after Jack the Reaper, the mascot for Spirit Halloween, but then was later confirmed to be Reaper's Island Cave. The theme was originally going to be a volcano and had intended to be a walkthrough, but that was canceled due to COVID-19. COVID-19 strikes again. Okay, here's a front view of it. We've got, again, it has like this King Kong sort of theme with a giant skull on top of it and all these little skulls.
And it looks kind of like a cave.
It does look like a cave, and it does fit the theme well in terms of having a diverse...
like skulls and like bricks.
It also fits the idea of having a diversified amount of animatronics, but ultimately, like I say, when you compare it to 2018 and 2019, okay, just some skulls and rocks. I get it. There's not really much that we can even really talk about here. Here's a dismantled, empty one that you can just sort of see some of the artwork and details that went into the theme. It does look cool, just very forgettable, I guess. Is there a picture of the foot pad? No. But here is the price list. Not a very expensive display at all. I mean, just for under $100, you could probably get it.
Now things are very expensive. Like, I don't know why.
Here's the Green Bay packaging image. I mean, that looks cool. The step pads look like they are like volcano pieces, like fired flames or something like that. Yeah, kind of meh. I got nothing else here for this one, Ghoulies, so let's just take a look at the video and see some of these animatronics and how they looked inside the theme.
You don't want to wake up my mother. She's been sleeping for a long time. Can you keep a secret?
Now that I have you, your soul will be mine forever.
Harvester of Souls is one of the creepiest animatronics. What do you think?
I want him. I think he is bad. Isn't he?
I think he's on the website still, yeah.
I don't know. It's sewer vomit. Sewer vomit.
Sewer vomit?
No, it's sewer vomit because he's
Vomit?
not completely vomiting sewer.
Oh, so it's sewer varmint.
Yeah. I mean, he could.
I mean, he could live in a cave, but yeah.
Rats do
Everyone in
live
the
in
graveyard
sewer.
just wants to be friends.
I like Angela.
Awesome. All right, Ghoulies. So that was the Reaper's Island Cave from the Spirit Halloween 2020 season. And again, I'm just going to kind of reiterate what I said. It was a cool theme. I think it looked awesome, and I think it was an interesting way to sort of get a diverse amount of animatronics without having to have them theme specific. However, I do think that when compared to some of the past themes, especially the 2018 and 2019 one, it's not nearly as impressive as those past ones. So I think that for this particular video between 2018 and 2020, I'm going to have to give my vote as the best theme was definitely the 2018 Spirit Acre Farms and Dead Harvest Farmhouse theme. I think that was an excellent use of making a creepy display, plus, Halloween fall display. It was creepy. The animatronics were also very fitting to the theme. I think overall it was really, really awesome. What do you think?
I like Dead Harvest Farmhouse because it has all my favorite animatronics.
What about you?
I like SS Riptide.
You like the SS Riptide? Why?
Because I kind of like 2019.
He likes 2019, the
I
SS
like
Riptide.
2018.
Well, there you have it. All right, Ghoulies. Well, that about does it for this particular video and our search into the past Spirit Halloween displays. Make sure that you guys are hitting that subscribe button so that way you don't miss the next video in the series and all of our upcoming videos. In the next one, we're going to be doing 21. So hopefully we'll get some photos of 2023. But if not, we'll just do 2021 and 2022. Once again, thank you so much for watching, Ghoulies. And until next time, we'll catch you later, Ghoulies.